Hello, I'm sitting in my car. I am just about to be 39 weeks and I just had an appointment today with some exciting news. So I can't really hold off on making this video any longer unless it's gonna be after the baby's born. So for anyone who's not a follower or subscriber, my name is Katie. I'm a stepmom of 5, about to give birth to my first biological child. And I've been coming on here sharing updates to document my pregnancy. So this is gonna be my 3rd trimester video. Like I said, I am just about to be 39 weeks. I just had a doctor's appointment and I am 2 to 3 centimeters dilated and 80% effaced, and she did a membrane sweep. So we will see if things start moving. I haven't felt any contractions yet, no Braxton Hicks, no nothing. Some cramping, that's pretty much it. So we will see if the membrane sweep gets things going. But 2 to 3 centimeters and 80% effaced is definitely a good start and was very good news to hear. So I left off my last video at 28 weeks. So I will jump right into 29 weeks. At this point, I got my results back from my glucose or gestational diabetes test and I passed, so I do not have gestational diabetes, which I was very happy about. These symptoms that I have for 29 weeks were pregnancy hormones, enough said. Much more tired and needing much more sleep. Still getting full, very hungry, and then still having the feeling of being very hungry still. I hate this symptom the most. That is something that is driving me absolutely insane. It still comes and goes. There are just times where I'm so hungry, I eat, and then I feel so full, but I still feel so hungry. And it's like I physically can't eat anymore because I'm so full, but I still feel so hungry to the point of like being nauseous from hunger. It's ridiculous. Really hard / uncomfortable to sleep, and I've had some back pain and spasms. 30 weeks, pregnancy hormones still very strong. None of my clothes fit anymore officially. This was the point where I had to break down and buy some maternity clothes because I was just, I was trying to make it through without buying maternity clothes because I think it's silly to buy clothes that you're only going to wear for a few months. But this was the point where I was like, I'm going to have to do that because literally none of my clothes fit. Full but also hungry feeling still remains. Bad taste in my mouth is back. Acne on my boobs and pregnancy brain is real. 31 weeks, I threw up a chicken pot pie. Very specific, sorry. Pelvic pain really bad again, especially at night when trying to sleep. Belly button popped all the way out. My feet and ankles were swollen for the first time. Pregnancy brain getting worse. I'm mixing up words. Restless leg syndrome, and I have it more during the day. That did go away, but for a while, it was mostly when I was back at work. They did send me back to work for a couple weeks. That's coming up here. But restless leg syndrome, I would have really bad during the day, not really at night. So I've always heard of it being at night. So it surprised me that it was during the day, but it was like anytime I was sitting down to eat lunch or like watch TV or something, my legs would just go. Yep, 32 weeks is when I went back to work. Restless leg syndrome still during the day, swollen feet and ankles. My old belly button piercing started getting red and shiny and it is super ugly. It's like how moms always say, oh, you're gonna regret that piercing when you're pregnant. Well, I took mine out as soon as I found out I was pregnant, thinking that I was gonna avoid any issues from it. But even though I took it out, it's still getting all red, shiny, stretched out. It just looks gross. Acid reflux is really bad again, getting a lot more stretch marks, finally noticeable ones, mainly just on my hips so far. And then right towards the end of 33 weeks, right before I turned 34 weeks, they took me back out of work because I was having really bad swelling in my feet, legs, ankles. So yeah, they literally sent me back to work for like 2 weeks. If you didn't see my last videos, I was on bed rest for my entire 2nd trimester due to bleeding and hospitalizations, what they refer to as threatened miscarriage. Everything turned out fine, thank God. After I was on bed rest and out of work, I never had more bleeding. So once I made it to the 3rd trimester, they decided to try sending me back to work because they couldn't keep me out pretty much. And it was like a whole argument for a month between my employer and my doctors about whether I could return to work or not. They ultimately decided to send me back to work. And then 2 weeks later, my swelling was so bad that they took me right back out. But the other symptoms that I have for 33 weeks, sorry for looking down the whole time. As you guys know, I keep everything in my notebook. So pelvic pain was really bad again. Swollen ankles were really bad, work making it a lot worse, which led to me being taken out of work. Acne's back again, peeing at least every 30 minutes during the day and every 2 hours at night on the dot. Like if I wake up to pee at 11:30, I'll be back up to pee at 1:30, 3:30, 5:30, like every 2 hours on the dot. Like if it's 2:22, I wake up to pee, I'll be up at 4:22. Like literally every 2 hours on the dot. Oh, and then I was writing in here about another ultrasound. I forgot to show the 28-week ultrasound. This baby is not a fan of ultrasounds, so most of these are not even that great. This one is a little hand right there, a head or something. This is a shoulder or something. This is the leg, I think. Pretty much we never get any good face shots. We never get any good profiles. We never get any good body pictures. Usually they just see like, oh look, there's his hand or there's his leg. That's cute. Let me like print that for you. And I'm just like, thanks, I guess. These ones at 33 weeks were probably the best ultrasounds that I got. They are pretty cute, I will admit. I like these ones a lot. This one is his little hand. And then we've got a foot. And we did get some semi-decent 3D shots of his face. So we have this one. And then this one. Yeah, you can see his mouth like opening and closing a lot. So yeah, I thought those were actually pretty cute. Moving on to 34 weeks, I definitely got the dark line that goes down the center of your belly. I forget what it's called. It starts with an N. I wasn't sure for a few weeks if I was really seeing it or not, but now it's darkened a lot and you can definitely tell that it's there. So I did get that. Some women do, some women don't. I did. Knees really hurting, especially my left. Nesting urges have kicked in. Throbbing pain in my lower right side of the stomach. I called my doctors about this. They think it's round ligament pain. Said to let them know if it got worse or didn't go away, it was gone the next day. Really itchy and ankles still swelling a lot. 35 weeks, back pain with a bunch of exclamation marks. My back started hurting a lot. I was throwing up in my mouth a lot. My stomach was really itchy, super emotional. Nesting has begun. It's getting really difficult to do things, trying to finish all the baby prep this week before it's even harder. Foot and ankle swelling, acne really bad again, sharp shooting pelvic pains. But I was able to sleep on my side for the first time in weeks. I've literally been sleeping like sitting up because you're not supposed to lay flat on your back. And it's so painful for me to lay on my side, either due to the pelvic pain that I've had that's really bad or acid reflux. At 36 weeks, my Group B strep test was done. Again, negative, so happy about that. Feeling the urge to pee a lot more, but not peeing a lot. Swelling still, my legs too are really bad now. Pelvic pain still, and I discovered I had hemorrhoids this week. Woo! Left knee in a lot of pain and getting really dark stretch marks on my hips. 37 weeks, really dark stretch marks on my stomach, breaking out again, knee pain, itchy, the hemorrhoids still here, constipated for a couple days, then pooped a lot for a couple days. Lovely information for you. That's the reality of pregnancy though. Maybe losing bits of my mucus plug, question mark. 38 weeks, light crampy feeling off and on. Hemorrhoids, though they feel better this week, still there, which my doctor said they will still be there. They're not going to go away until maybe after delivery. Left side, sore, achy pain, losing globs of mucus plug for sure. So some people lose their mucus plug in one big piece, and some people lose it in pieces. So I'm one of the people that's losing it in pieces. Stretch marks on my thighs. Really anxious to get this going. And yeah, then I had my appointment today with the stuff that I said at the beginning of the video. I turn 39 weeks tomorrow. So within this week or next week, I should be having this baby, hopefully not getting induced. So any tips, comment down below for encouraging labor to start going. Like I said, I did get the membrane sweep about an hour ago, so we'll see. I haven't really felt anything, maybe a little bit of like light crampy feeling. Monday is a full moon. I've heard that that can also encourage things to get going. So we will see. We'll see if I make it through this weekend or not. And we'll see if I make it through the next couple weeks or if I end up needing to be induced, which I really, really hope that I don't. So like I said, go ahead and comment down below any tips for me to get this going. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram because I will be updating on there once I go into labor and putting in videos from the hospital and stuff like that. I did find out that you are not allowed to record during birth at the hospital I have to deliver at. So I'm not sure how much of a video I will be able to make in the hospital, but I will definitely do like a labor and delivery story afterwards. So make sure you subscribe. Sending love and luck to any of my fellow mamas out there who are about to give birth or just found out that you're pregnant for whatever reason you stumbled upon this video. But yeah, I guess that's it. We will see what happens in the next couple days, and hopefully the next video that I get out will be either in the hospital, about the birth, or with my baby. So yeah, that is all. Have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you guys next time.